Hi guys, my name is Marielle, and for today's video, I'm going to continue breaking down some of the poses for you guys, some of the things that we don't often have the chance to break down in class. And today's video is going to be all about your warriors. So working first of all with Warrior 1, Warrior 2, Reverse Warrior, and even Warrior 3, which is one that I personally struggle with, but we're going to go through all of them. So first of all, coming into your Warrior 3, maybe through downward facing dog. So finding your downward facing dog, we're going to take our right foot in between our hands. Now from downward facing dog, from here, from your runner's lunge, you're going to want to drop the back heel down as you work on lifting your upper body up. Now one of the suggestions I've always heard and what I've always done with my Warrior 1s is that it's ideal to have the heel of your front foot in line with the heel of your back foot. So grounding through both of your feet, pushing into the outer edge of that back foot, squaring your hips off as much as you can. You're going to lift your upper body up. Now keeping that bend in the front knee, you ideally want to bend that front knee to a 90-degree bend as you lengthen your arms up towards the sky. There are different variations of Warrior 1, either with the arms apart or the arms together, gaze straight ahead, or if it feels okay, you can take your gaze up towards the ceiling, towards your fingers. Now with Warrior 1, and probably one of the more challenging things, is that you want to try to get your hips facing forward as much as possible. Realistically, you're never going to be able to get your hips completely squared because of the positioning of your feet, but the goal is to try to shift forward as much as you can, keeping that back leg straight, keeping that front knee at a 90-degree bend, protecting that lower back, so engaging the core, lengthening through the fingertips as your gaze goes up. Now transitioning from here into Warrior 2, we're going to open our arms out towards the side. So I'll actually change direction. So coming from Warrior 1, we're going to open up Warrior 2. Now what happens here is a lot of times people need a little bit of a longer stance. The foot is going to shift a little bit, so instead of pointing forward so that our hips can go forward, it's going to turn a little bit more towards the side. You're going to open up through the hips, find length through the arms. Now, again, a piece of advice that I was given that I found really helpful is as you look down at your front toes, can you hide them with your knee? A lot of times this will help you get sort of the alignment that you're looking for, making sure that the knee's not collapsing in or out, and trying to get that 90-degree bend so that your knee is stacking on top of that ankle. Once you've got that front leg solid, the goal being to eventually try and get that left, whichever one's in front, but that front thigh parallel to the ground. Bring your attention to that back leg. That back leg wants to be strong. It's pushing into the outer edge of that back foot. As you sink the hips a little lower, once again, engage the core. A lot of times we forget about our core in these poses. Lengthen through the fingertips, so energetically feeling your arms drawing out towards the side. As much as we're grounding down through the legs, try to still feel length through the crown of the head. All of these opposing motions with yoga. Now, from your Warrior 2, moving into Reverse Warrior, you're going to flip your front palm, take the front arm back. Options to bring the arm that's behind, so my left arm's forward, my right arm's back. Bringing that right arm down your leg. The most important thing with Reverse Warrior, two things. One, to keep that front knee bending. A lot of times as we come back, so does the bend in that knee. So keeping that front knee bending as you lengthen through the left side. Right hand can slide down, but make sure that you're not putting it on the knee or putting any pressure on the knee. So either keeping it above, below, or wrapping it behind you, grabbing onto the front thigh. Again, lengthening back. Reaching through the fingertips as you start to ground through the feet, bending through that front knee. So that is Warrior 1, Warrior 2, Reverse Warrior. Now, coming into Warrior 3, I struggle a lot with Warrior 3 because I do have lower back problems. But we're going to shift through crescent pose for this one. So coming up onto the ball of the back foot, bending that front knee, so always keeping that nice 90-degree bend in the front knee. Back leg is straight. We're going to bring our hands through heart center and start to shift our body weight forward. So balancing on the front leg. Now, the goal with your Warrior 3 is to square off the hips. The first thing that tends to happen is that our right hip lifts up, stacking somewhat. So you actually want to lower the right hip down, find a little bit of lift in the left hip because my right leg's the one that's lifted. And as I lower my right hip, I still want to reach that right leg up a little bit. Trying to get a straight line from the crown of my head to the back of my toes. Positioning of warrior three. A lot of times the standard positioning is with your arms overhead. Absolutely fine, it is a very intense pose. The only times I discourage doing this and I don't do it is if you have the lower back pain. It's much kinder to your spine, so take your arms either behind you as you come through warrior three, or to bring your hands into prayer at heart center. Keeping that back leg strong. Keep trying to draw the thighs towards one another. Finding a little bit of lift in that back leg, working on your balance. Gaze is focused on one point so that you don't lose your balance that quickly. So in a very quick video, that is a breakdown for your warrior one, warrior two, reverse warrior, and warrior three. If you have any questions, I always love